It's Sunday, March 11th, 2018, and it's time to walk down the path of impulse buy storytelling. First, we'll start with a quick. It's Sunday Smorgasbord, by the way. Is that I can't keep up those little semi-clever openings because I'm just not that clever. So, I didn't even know if I was going to do a video today. I'm trying to do one of these every day, every single day. I have my schedule. Sunday Smorgasbord. Monday is Van Ren 10 Sports. Tuesday is Song Dissections. Wednesday is Easy Gamer. Thursday is Nostalgia Trippin'. Friday is another song dissection. And Saturday is my tips. So I try to stay on schedule all the time. Make a video all the time. Every day, get at least one video up. But not make it just clickbait crap. Make it something I want to talk about. Make it something that I know a little something about. Not necessarily an expert, because I am not paid to know about any of the stuff I talk about. So, I wasn't going to put one up because I couldn't really come up with a topic. I couldn't come up with anything, because Sunday Smorgasbord is just something I talk about. Sometimes it's sports, sometimes it's video games. But then I was actually watching the Happy Console Gamer, and he was showing what he's bought, and it made me think of, for some reason, an impulse buy that I had bought a few years ago. So first we'll start off with the channel's health. 334 total views on 74 videos. It's not a good average. And it's like only 29 videos, 29 views this week. That's my lowest. It's not a good number, and I made 8 videos. But I have one more subscriber, which I think is my buddy Sean. I think he subscribed. So, hi Sean, if you watch. Okay, so when the Xbox first came out, they said they were going to release Xbox PS4. They said they were going to release Grand Theft Auto 5. So when I first got my Xbox, and this first came out, I went and bought it. Grand Theft Auto 5, Xbox One. None of my friends had Xbox Ones yet. Didn't know if they were even going to get Xbox Ones. Thought, well, maybe they'll get the PS4, or maybe they just won't get anything, because a lot of them were talking about they're just not going to get the next level of gaming. They all eventually did, but I bought Grand Theft Auto. Now, this stayed sealed for about 3 months. And I said, you know what? They still don't have Xbox Ones. They're still not, none of my friends had one. So I thought, well, I'm just going to return this, because I already had this, the Xbox 360 version of the same game. So I thought, this is still sealed. It's like, this one is still sealed, upside down, but this one is still sealed. So I am going to, basically, because if I want to play it, I can still play it on the 360 if I really want to play the game. So I went to go take it back. It was basically almost 3 months after I had bought it. I still had the receipt. I still had everything, and it was still sealed. So I took it back. The company that I took it back to said, well, we can't take it back. It's over 60 days. And I'm going, really? This game, sealed? One of the most popular games, still one of the best-selling games 3 years later. This is 2 or 3 years later. This is still one of the best-selling games on any platform. And you don't want this back? Sealed? I mean, now it's unsealed, but back then it was still sealed with the receipt. They said, well, we can't do it. So needless to say, I stopped shopping with that particular company. I won't mention them, won't badmouth them, but I stopped shopping with them. Because I thought, if you're that stupid that you won't take back a popular game that's still sealed, and, you just give me my money back, and then you have a game that you'll immediately sell, it's like, fine, I'll keep the thing. So knowing that, I said, well, basically I got to keep it. I took it home, opened it up. Now, this was an impulse buy. I just bought it because I said, oh, it's out there, I need another game, and I'm just going to buy it. 3 months, it sat, doing nothing. And I tried to return it, couldn't return it. Now, a little part of me now is like, well, thanks. They didn't take it back, so I forced myself to basically start playing again, and fell in love with it again. Played it for hours. My friends finally got Xbox Ones, and we were all able to play together. So this was an impulse buy, where sometimes you buy these things for a reason. I mean, it's an impulse buy because it's something you want. And then don't necessarily give up on some of your impulse buys and just take them back, because there was something in you that wanted it. Now, even though I have this and this, I've actually got it also digitally downloaded. This tells you how much I hate physical media anymore. This stuff is now just, it gathers dust more than anything else for me. I love digital media. And nowadays, impulse buying in gaming seems to be more often, because if you look at Steam, on Steam, they'll have these great sales and things will be like a few bucks. I mean, I bought games for like, it's like, oh, that's only $5. And I go and I buy it. I still haven't played it, but I know that I got it for $5 or $5. Put the 5 up there. You know, the thumb stayed down here, so I'm gonna put it up. But I buy these things for $5. Now, when it's digital, it's not real easy to return. So I basically think to myself, at some point I'm gonna play it, because I wanted the game in the first place. But I look through the list of games that I have on my PS4, on my Xbox One, that have never been played, because I bought them when they were on sale. Now, there's some games I've held off on. Mafia 3 is a game I really, really, really wanted. And I keep saying, oh, I'm going to get it. And they have had some great sales on that game. They have had that game down as low as, I think, almost $15. I can't pull the trigger. Agents of Mayhem, another one of those games. It's like, I think they had it for like $12, $13 at one time. Still couldn't pull the trigger on it. So I know I can still control my impulse buying to some point. But I know that I have games in my library that I bought them as soon as they went on sale. And it's just like, I still haven't played it. And it's, or I played it very little. I mean, Fate Stay Extella or something like that. I've maybe put an hour or two into it. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but I haven't went back to it. Project Cars 2, I bought it on the PS4 because it was $25. And I bought it. I still haven't played it. I know I will someday. I know I will. But I just haven't. So it's just like, but I mean, so don't necessarily get rid of your impulse buys. And I think in gaming now, because of digital media and because of how cheap you can get things on digital media, especially Steam, you'll have sales on things that'll be like 75% off, and you'll look at a game and it's like, it's only 99 cents. It's hard to resist something that's only $1. And you think, even if you only play the game for an hour, that's 1 hour. That's $1 per hour. So your MVPH, your monetary value per hour, is $1 an hour, and that's a good MVPH. We'll get into a game that I got recently, Gravel. I did a video on it. Racing game. I spent $70 on this thing. It was a brand new game. I spent $70. I got the season pass and the Porsche pack, and I spent $70, and it's a $50 game normally. And on my initial, my initial thoughts video I did on it, I said, this is really only a $20 game. If you see it on sale for $20, get it. I've played through the game a lot more, and I stand by that even more now. It's a $20 game. There is not enough content. I mean, I beat this game in under 10 hours. Now, I had it on the easiest mode. If you put it on a harder mode, it may take you longer, but there's just, it tells you how little content is in there. There's not really enough to really keep you busy or keep you. The Forza games, I put all my Forza games on the easiest level, and I still get 200 hours out of these games. So if you're thinking, well, you should just put it on a harder difficulty and you'll get more fun, it's like, no. I put Forza on the easiest difficulty and still get 200 hours out of these games. So that's why I never have a problem spending over $100 with DLCs and all that other stuff. I never have a problem because I know I'm going to be playing it for a long time. With Gravel, if they ever release a Gravel 2, I'll wait till it goes on sale. I won't buy it right from the start because the content wasn't, even for me, I'm still feeling like I didn't get my money's worth. Now, I'm hoping with DLC, because I did get that pack, that it'll come back to me, but sometimes your impulse buys aren't the best. Now, I still played it for 10 hours. That's $7 an hour of MVPH, which isn't bad. It's not bad. I mean, a movie is usually about $6 per hour of MVPH. So I'm almost at movie level with this, and I think if a DLC comes out and I'll go back to it and I'll play it a little bit more, I could get this up to, I could get it up to 12 to 15 hours, and I could get my MVPH to, $6, 5.50, $6. And then the game won't feel like such a waste, but it just didn't feel meaty enough. Like there's just not a ton to do, and it's not as fun as Forza to keep you just coming back to it. So, long pause for thought on what we would do with, but sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But at least I played it. Like I said, there are games I've spent $25, $30 on. I haven't even hit the button to say, let's go, let's get into this. I hate looking through my Xbox One and seeing all the free games I've downloaded, from Microsoft on the free games thing, and even Sony. I've downloaded a lot of free games, and I just keep looking at them going, I want to play them, but I just don't. I play a game that I'm more familiar with. So, I'm still playing Dynasty Warriors. That game is still good. If you're a Dynasty Warriors fan, get that game. Dynasty Warriors 9 is still fun. I'm still playing it. It's like, and I still played Forza. Forza Motorsport 7, so what can you do? So, that's my impulse buy story. My main impulse buy story. But what's your impulse buy story? What's something that you bought that you bought it right away and you kind of forgot about it, sat it on the shelf, and then said, you know what, I think I'm going to play it, and then you had a ton of fun with it? Or something that you bought an impulse buy and you just go, this was the worst purchase I've ever made. So with all that being said, to the troops, past, present, and future, thanks for the freedom.